Hey guys, it's Jen here. I hope you guys are all doing well. Let's just jump right into this week's video. The downfall of streaming services, or the poor decision that these companies are making, is crazy. Streaming content was supposed to be the replacement of cable TV, but it seems as more time goes by, people opt to go back to cable because of the changes of streaming. It doesn't help when companies cancel projects, get rid of content from their site, especially good content, for at times crappy or undesirable shows or movies. We all have seen what Netflix has done in the past few months that are making a lot of users unhappy. They cut their animation budget, they're cracking down on account sharing, etc. But recently, HBO has had people confused. They are merging with Discovery Plus and will be potentially a tab on the site or something like that. They started removing content without telling people and canceling projects. They got rid of Moonshot, Infinity Train, Raised by Wolves, Close Enough, etc. It looks like they're getting rid of more animation content than anything, which plays into the narrative that animation is for kids and not something money should be spent on. It seems that we can't have good things anymore, with those on top trying to find ways to get even more rich off the backs of those who created these shows and movies. And what I mean by this is Discovery bought Warner Bros. From at&t, who was in debt from buying Warner Bros. Prior. The claim is that the reason a lot of these shows and movies are getting taken off HBO is so they can write it as a loss and claim money on their taxes to get out of debt. I mean, how messed up is that? The icing on the cake is that when this happens, when this write-off happens, that content can't be viewed ever again, because you're not allowed to monetize on what you write off on your taxes. So, for example, with Infinity Train, if you search that up, it's just gone from HBO, from YouTube. The soundtrack is off of Spotify because they can't monetize it. Streaming was already becoming difficult and unliked for the amount of services and how much you need to pay for different apps to get what you liked. One service had ads, another didn't. One service allowed you to download content or offload things, and another one didn't. But with things like this, with not listening to the public and the creators and teams who worked hard in these contents, just for it to get taken down for no other reason than to get money is disheartening. And oh, did you know that 70% of the HBO staff was also laid off? You see it with one, and then now you see it with another. I know people always talk about the future of streaming and what will it become, but now I'm starting to wonder the same. I do believe that people will completely, or nearly all people, will go back to TV in the future. And I wonder how these services are going to scramble to get their audience back. I don't think these apps will get out of service, but the numbers they once had will surely go down. It just sucks when things like this happen. There are no ways to view these contents without piracy, and some don't even have that, so it's lost media or archived, no longer for the public's eyes. My heart goes out to these creators who were just blindsided, who felt like their work meant nothing. As a subscriber to HBO Netflix, when things like this happen, it sucks. The hours, the time, the money these animators and creators lose is something I will never feel unless I'm in their position. There needs to be a place where people can stream their content without getting effed by corporations. It's just so sad to see that my list on HBO, which was filled with a lot of animated shows, is now so short that I was wondering, where the hell did they all go? And now I know why. I wish I could have watched these shows before they disappeared. I wish I was told that they were going to disappear. In the end, I hope some good news can come out of all of this. But until then, we will just have to wait and see. I have a lot to say about this. I'm honestly just so angry that I can't really form a lot of things into words. I didn't touch upon other sites like Apple TV, Hulu, Crunchyroll. And I'm not saying that they're doing what HBO or Netflix have been doing, but I do still want to talk about streaming services in general. I mean, did you hear about the rumor that Cartoon Network, whose shows are the ones being removed the most from HBO, will no longer exist? I just like, what? If we deem it important, when more information comes out, or if we need to clarify anything, we'll make an updated video to give you guys the full story. Until then, See you in our next video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I was your host, Jen. Stay hopeful. Peace.